Disclaimer: this video is just a work of fiction. It has nothing to do with Idol's real life, so don't take it seriously. This video has voiceover, so if you want, you can mute it. Amela, why and when will you come? It's getting late. Why and Amela, I'm coming. I'm on the way. There is a long traffic outside Ella's school. I've just dropped my princess at her school. Amela, why and try to get out of there as soon as possible. CEO would be coming in next 20 minutes and you would be possibly need to be here. Why and I will reach there by next 10 minutes. Amela, okay, I'm hanging up for now. Wyan kept phone on the passenger seat and gripped the steering wheel tightly. Wyan, oh Lord, get me out of this traffic soon. I don't want to make my first impression bad in front of my new boss. Time skip. Wyan run towards the entrance of the cabin. As she is extremely late by now, Wyan saw Amela in front of her. She went towards her and kept her hand on her shoulder. Amela, thank God you're back before boss arrives. Here, hold this bouquet and you have to welcome him. Wyan, yesterday. Yes, I got saved. I don't know what would have happened. Amela, now her words were stopped with loud sound of boots clicking that the whole atmosphere of the office went silent. Wyan bowed her head when a pair of shoes came into her view. She raised her head up, but the person she saw in front of her, she was not expecting him to be here. JK stood frozen on his place. He stumbled a little. Wyan looked deep into his eyes, but found nothing except coldness. She was having difficulty, but she kept herself course. She didn't want to look weak in front of other people. She blinked her eyes to prevent some tears and looked at him. Wyan, good morning, sir. We welcome you to our office and wish to work together with cooperation. JK was just looking at her whole time while she was speaking. JK, yes, we will work together with the corporation. Wyan, excuse me, sir. She went to washroom and JK followed her behind. He held her wrist. Jungkook, Wyan. Listen, we need to talk out. Wyan, I don't need any explanation. And behave yourself, Mr. John. You're talking with the employee. JK heard to the nearest wall. I am talking to my girlfriend. Wyan, Jungkook, don't you to call me your girlfriend. I am no one to you. Jungkook, you are my everything. Wyan, I don't have my time to waste on you, so kindly leave. And she left from there. Jungkook, I won't let you go away from me this time. I won't. She took a deep breath before entering into his cabin. Wyan, Mr. John, today you have a meeting with the foreign investor and Mr. Kim, she said without sparing a glance to him, when he was just looking at her, lost in his thoughts. Wyan, are you listening to me, Mr. John? JK came out of his thoughts at her loud voice. JK, sorry, can you repeat again, Mrs. John? I mean, Miss Wyan. She shook her head. Wyan, I said you have two meetings, one with Mr. Kim and other with the foreign investor. God knows who made him CEO, she whispered to herself. Jungkook, did he say something? Wyan, no sir, I will take my leave now. Jungkook, did I told you to leave? He said while getting up from his seat and taking steps towards her, and she stepped back. Wyan, what are you doing, Mr. John? Stay away. Jungkook, why would I stay away from you when I can't live without you for a moment? Wyan was going to say something when a little girl came inside while pushing the door with her little hands. Mama. Wyan looked at the source of voice and her eyes went to her. She bent down to her level. Wyan, Ella, what are you doing here, princess? She said while hugging her daughter. Ella, Mom, teacher called you, but you didn't receive any and I was late, so teacher called Emilia auntie and she took me here. She looked at Emilia who was beside Ella. So I took her here. Wine, thank you. In whole situation, this forgot Jungkook was also here. Mama, who is this uncle? She said while looking at Jungkook with her doe eyes. She walked to him. Ella. Hello uncle, I am cute Ella. JK, you are really cute darling. He hugged her. While JK was staring at Wine with stunned eyes. Jungkook, baby, is she your mother? Ella, she is my mom. Yes. Jungkook, baby, where is your father? Wine. Maybe you go out with Emilia auntie, mama will come out. Jungkook's eyes filled. Jungkook, is Ella my daughter? He asked while gripping her forearm. Who are you and have this audacity to ask this from me? And my daughter is not your daughter. Jeon, so kindly stay in your limits. And she left from the cabin. She wiped her tears away. Jungkook, I need to check. He called someone. I need a report of a child named Ella from XX hospital 5 years back. Alex. Okay, sir. Jungkook was waiting for the report of Ella when he went through documents and saw that on the column of father name, his name was written Jeon. Ella, daughter of Min Wan and Jeon Jungkook. Jungkook. Ella is really my daughter. I have a daughter. Happy tears fell from his eyes. At night, Wine was making Ella sleep when she was lost into her thoughts. Wine, why he came back when he left me broken 5 years ago? Does he know how much problem I had in surviving? My family did not support me. After getting to know I'm pregnant, they just threw me out, and my love also didn't supported me and just disappeared from my life like he never existed. She said with tears and remembered all those bad memories when her bell rang. Wine, who could be there at this time at midnight? She opened the door and she saw JK this late at her house. She tried to close the door, looking at him, but he was stronger than her and he the door back. Wine was about to fall, but he held her on the time while she clutched his suit while looking into his eyes. Jungkook, why did you hide it from me that Ella is my daughter? He said while gripping her waist. Yes, Ella is your daughter, but who are you to ask me this? How can you say this when 5 years ago you left me like a trash and left without any reason? You know how many times I tried to contact you? You know what I was going through from raising a child alone when I needed you the most. You were not there. Then why you need me now? She said while sobbing. Jungkook, Wine, please listen to me. For what I did 5 years ago, there was a reason. In the past, when Jungkook was coming to finally propose her dad called him to his office and he can't deny it. Jungkook, yes sir, you called me. Wine, dad, leave my daughter. And if he did not, Jungkook was shocked by what he heard. Jungkook, I can't do this. I can't live without her. Wine, dad, then I will make sure she won't be able to see tomorrow sunrise. Jungkook, how could you do this to your own daughter? Wine, dad, I can do anything for my reputation. I can't let her marry a beggar like you when you don't even earn a single penny. Now getting her married to you and here people, humiliation, it's better. Before something like this happens, Jungkook falls on his feet, begging her father to spare Wine. Jungkook, please don't do something like this, I will leave her. Wine was in shock after knowing her father's deeds, and after that he was the one who threw her out of the house when they got to know she was pregnant. And now your father companies is in my custody while he is bankrupted. he said while looking at her. I'm sorry for all the things. Please forgive me, love. He was pleading badly to her. Why? It's not your fault. That man never considered me as his daughter. He loved his money more than his daughter. Now he is paying his karma. I thought I stopped loving you in these years, but I still love you, John, she said while soothing. Jungkook, I love you too. Will you marry me with our princess? I will marry you. He connected their forehead together and placed on her nose. Ella, what are you doing, Mama? Ella baby came while rubbing her eyes. Jungkook and Wine both looked at each other and Wine opened her arms. Wine, come here baby. She came running to her mama. Baby, this is your father. Ella, Mama really? Wine, yes baby. Ella hugged Jungkook tightly. Ella, I love you papa. Jungkook, I love you too, my princess. Jungkook hugged Wine with his another arm with Ella in his arms. Our family is complete now.